All the way from Uganda, put your hands together for Dr. Hilary Okello! Show some love! You can keep clapping, there's no police, you can keep... Yes, Nairobi, how are you doing, guys? Bro, do you know my flight was, do they say postponed? Delayed. This is how you know people use buses. Madam, is it postponed or delayed? Depends on which flight. Uganda Airlines. So it was what? It was pushed in front. It was... do you know what's weird is when they... KQ rescheduled. Qatar Airways advanced. Uganda Airlines, we sent you in front. What's funny is, after them, delaying my flight, they upgraded me. We're going to upgrade you to business class. My first time in business class. Guys, I do not recommend it. Madam, I do not recommend business class. If it's your first time, people will know it's your first time. People will, it becomes too obvious. You'll try to hide, but it's very obvious. Because when I went to the lounge, and I walked in, they said, business class, please go to the lounge and wait for your flight. I walked in with confidence. You try to fake it, because business class people always, they're on phone, talking business. No, let's do 5 containers. We cannot do 2 containers. Someone else is passing. No, just transfer the funds to Stanbic Bank. I'm like, hey, I also picked up my phone. No, the chicken gave birth. Let us... Yes, 2 of them, 2 eggs. Wait for one to hatch. You become out of place. I was the only one ordering everything. Because at the lounge, they're like, no, you can just get anything. I'm like, the samosas, okay, bring 5. The soda, what soda you have? We have Mirinda, bring everything. Before I took a bite, sir, Uganda Airlines were boarding. I said, we have just started. Let me enjoy my business life. But I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much for coming out tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I saw a Range Rover outside. Let us clap for the owner. Who drove a Range? My brother, you look like the driver of the Range. You're not the... I like your honesty. Listen, this is the thing I've learned. Do not drive an old car. I drive a very old car. Toyota Corolla Spacio 1990. Madam, that came from your soul. Like, 1996. Have you ever driven a car where you and the car, your age mates? You celebrate the same birthday. The car looks like it has seen 4 presidents. This is the thing I don't like about old cars. They are not comfortable at all. There's no, you don't feel the value of your money. Okay, there's no value, but still. You feel the lack of it. Have you ever felt the AC from an old car? Terrible. My brother knows. Because when you sit in like a Range Rover Vela, 2023, these fancy cars, you don't even know where the AC is coming from. You're seated in a car and the owner turns on the AC and it's coming from everywhere. I was like, hey, the place is cold. Yeah, I turned on the AC. It's coming from the feet, the head, everywhere. You can cough, the temperature comes back to normal. It just, somehow, it just normalizes. Bro, old cars. In my car, when you turn on AC with old cars, you know exactly it's coming from there. The vents are there. There are 2 vents, one here, one with the driver. And it's so bad, the driver is dodging his. It's like, hi. Everything is coming out of the vents. Spark plugs, engine oil, just... Oh, man. The AC is strong when the car shakes. Like, I put AC, okay. You're like, is there an earthquake? No, it's the AC. We are just... Should I increase? No, reduce. Oh, man. Even starting an old car, because these cars of 2023, 2024, it's pushed to start. You don't even know the car started. You tell the person, driver, let us begin. And the engine is just whispering. And you ask him, is the car on? He's like, yeah, we are moving. We're 10 kilometers now. You're like, okay. All cars, it has started. Because there's sound and there's activity. Not only there noise, there's action involved. You started Olga. I went to pick a friend from the airport. When I started, the guy was like, is that the helicopter landing? I said, no, it's the engine. He said, hey! And by the way, the thing I don't like about old cars is they really shame you. One time I was taking some of my friends round, and the back, the back window, it couldn't rise up. You know that panel that you have, just then all the windows go up. His window was down. I told him, I said, bro, Kampala, they are thieves. Please, you hide your phone. He's like, no, buddies. I said, bro, I'm telling you as a friend. He said, okay. He said, okay, Hilary, help me put up the window. I said, He said, put up. I said, I'm trying. I'm really doing my best here. My friend, did it fail to go up? I had to tell him, just hide your phone. Then when we reached at the venue, everyone was walking out. They were waiting for me. They're like, should we wait for you? I said, no, you go. You have to send people ahead of you. You go, I'll find you. Now I had to come and hold the window myself, just pulling it. Do you know how you look like a criminal? The security guard came and said, sir, why is that? I said, it's my car. Said, but you're breaking the window. I said, I'm pulling it up. I had to present my national ID, driving license, photos I took with the car. That's why I said, take selfies with your car once in a while. One day they'll ask you, is it your car? Yes, see, this is us at the zoo. I'll give you some tips. This is how you know you're getting an old car. Have you ever borrowed a car from a friend? You're going for a long journey, and you tell you, this man is very consistent. Problem is, I can't see you. Where are you? Have you ever borrowed a car from a friend? When you borrow these new cars, these fancy cars, they don't come with explanations. They just hand you the car. Like, hey, Jeremy, I'm traveling up country. Could you please help me with your car? It's like, yeah, cool. And he just throws the key. And you drive away. All you have to do is fuel the car and reach safe. All the cars come with explanations. You ask your friend, can I get your car? He's like, now? The key. When you push in, first be as if you're withdrawing. Say, can't I just twist? No, you first have to. You first. And if your man asks you, but do you have children? Like, I don't know, you'll manage the withdrawal. You'll manage. Know those cars where person tells you, don't mind the fuel gauge, there's fuel. You're like, but I see it's empty, trust me. And he just comes and slaps the car. 2 liters, 2 liters. He knows the liters by sound. Like when you reach down, slap again. If you hear nothing, half liter, half liter. Those are the guys when you're in their car and you're like, but I see the fuel is like, I know my car. You know that statement? I know my car. Fear such people. Oh, man. But I'm so happy to be here, man. I'm so happy to be here. All the ladies in the house make some noise. Listen, the thing I like about women is women are very unpredictable. Ladies, true or false? True. That's where you answer, madam. Do you know, the thing about men, the thing about us, my friend, is for us, no matter what, we are in the mood to make love. That is. I like it every time I say something and someone affirms. Thank you. Men are always in the mood to make love. My friend, have you ever inboxed your boyfriend or someone you want to meet, and you're like, hey, Joshua, I feel like it's been long, on WhatsApp. And like, can we meet like tonight? Mm-hmm. But those are the messages men see quickly. You see blue ticks. Yeah. Like, of course, I'm available. But you asking for money 2 days later. There's still 1 tick. Can we meet tonight? And he's like, yeah, what time? Where are you? Where? They're like, I don't know, but maybe we can do 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Trust me, you've texted him 6 a.m. in the morning. From 6 to 9. There's nothing that can happen in this world that can spoil his mood. There can be earthquakes, volcanic eruptions. There can be riots. So that guys you see in Mandamano just running. They're like, bro, there's tear gas. I have an appointment. I have. Those are focused people. Because women, I don't know why your moods are always swinging. You can agree with her 6 a.m. in the morning and you say 9 p.m. we're meeting and you're all, ready for the plot. And then later in the day, midday, she's walking on the street and somebody grabs her bag. A thief takes her bag and that is enough to sway her interest. You'll call her, you're like, so how far? Every man has asked that question. How far? Where have you reached? Before greeting, you don't even greet, how are you? Where have you reached? So, like, Joshua, like, babe, for today, I feel like it's going to be really tough. Tough where? We are okay. Like, no, like I was walking along a street and then like there's this guy who just came out of nowhere and just grabbed my bag. Like, I think it's a sign. It's not a sign. It's not. I feel like, okay, let's do Monday. You're like, it's far. Yet today is Sunday. It's far. That's like 4 days. Like today is Sunday. I know, but it's been long. And then she'll postpone or she'll delay or she will reschedule. But men, you can agree with him 9 p.m. in the afternoon. 1 o'clock, he's walking on the street and he gets an accident, a fatal accident. He's knocked down by not just a car, but you know these cars that transport money? The ones that have bulletproof. Do you know how heavy those cars are? It knocks him and he breaks his legs. They take him to the main hospital, and because your number is the last one, the doctor calls you. Like, yes, hello, is this Harriet? Like, yes, what's wrong? Like, yes, there's a gentleman here, I believe he's probably your boyfriend. Or like, oh, Joshua, yes, what's wrong? Yeah, we are here at the emergency section in the hospital emergency department. Kindly come. It's really in a critical state. If you could come over and help us, take care of him. You're like, oh, okay, let me come. And you come rushing, knowing that in your mind you believe that, you know what, after this, probably the plot is out. Plans have changed. Things happen. Not with men. You'll come there. The moment you walk in, the nurses welcome you like, please, you're Harriet. Oh, yes, yeah. Joshua is right here. They take you there, and they brief you through the system. It was knocked down by a very, very big van, and all the muscles of the legs are torn, the knees, his kneecaps, we need to change them. I don't know why people are so like mechanics. You need to replace the kneecaps, adjust the toes. So it's really, really serious. Like, it's serious, yeah, right? It's very serious. So, but you can go and choose in Ward 5, bed 25. You walk in, you find him lying down. One leg is here, one leg is there. And they're like, oh, babe, sorry. Like, I'm really sorry. I heard about everything. This is really bad. I heard that, you got an accident. Oh, this is really up. Are they taking care of you? You look at it. It's not a serious issue. It's not. Just a few scratches. His leg is pointing this way. Just a few scratches. But they told me your muscles are torn. Yeah, the muscles are torn, but this muscle is still. We can work. Those are guys you go. I go to the hospital and find somebody limping out of the hospital. They're like, is this guy okay? Like, bro, are you okay? Like, I'm okay, but I'm not going to die. I have a meeting at 9. Oh man, I have a meeting at 9. But one thing I don't like about ladies is you always send us to buy condoms. Madam, it's not easy. Why do you always send us to buy condoms? My friend, I'm going to buy condoms.
I stopped long time ago.
You stop? What are you doing now? How many children? So we had sex twice. I don't get the math.
Women does.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, it doesn't make sense, but let's continue. The thing I don't like about buying condoms is it's really challenging. That's why, personally, I like buying condoms from pharmacies, because it's easy. You save time. You don't get ashamed that much. You walk in the pharmacy, first of all, it's medical personnel who are working. If anything, they respect the fact that you're taking care of yourself. That you have a good health-seeking behavior. The moment you walk in, you're welcome to like, excuse me, sir, how can I help you? And you're very open. Do you have Panadol? But I don't know why with other tablets and medicines we're very loud. Do you have Panadol? Yes, we do have. Yes, bring 2 strips. I have a serious headache. Also ulcers. You have omeprazole. They're like, yeah, we have. Bring 2 strips. And metronidazole. My son has a problem. Like, oh yes, let us bring it. Then you have to, with one of the way your voice comes down. you have they're like, excuse me, the other one. They're like, sir, we said, you know the one for. They're like, the one for what? The original. What is the original? The one for. They're like, sir, we don't get what you say. Usually at that moment, there's someone who walks in to also buy stuff. And I don't know why, we always give them space. Instead of really putting the attendant on pressure, bring Panadol, I have to hurry. Then when somebody walks in, like, you can please. Feel free. And the lady was walked in very modest, like, no, really, I found it here. I have time, you go. And I'm going to buy wholesale. You buy as much wholesale as you want. I will also buy wine after. And then when she's done, she leaves. And that's when the attendant notices what you want to finish condoms. I said, outside you need protection. And then use them, that is the one. They want to pick the condoms and they always put them in that package, you know. And they write the prescription. Like my brother here, 5 times 1. Or 5 times once. When they're done writing, you move out. 5 minutes, you're out of the pharmacy. Supermarkets are stressful, my friend. I would never advise you to buy condoms from a supermarket. First of all, you, the client, you, the customer, it is upon you to find the item. You know how much pressure that is? You are walking around the supermarket, you are lost in useless items. You find bumpers, then you find salt, milk, you're not complaining. The price of milk has gone up. Yes, you're looking for condoms, you find sugar, tidbits. Now, 30 minutes later, I don't know how these attendants know that you're lost. It's just instinctive, they just know that you're lost. You're there looking for condoms, you're stuck in scholastic materials, rulers, books, and then there's a lady who just comes behind you from nowhere. Excuse me, sir. You're like, yes. Do you mind us helping you? Are you looking for something? And I've noticed when you're buying other items, you're very open to help. Yes, where's the sugar? The sugar is right there in the corner. You can have the right to complain. Put it next to the TV so that the TV why you go sugar in one corner, TV? You don't have time. But condoms, nobody wants help. I don't know why. When somebody in sugar, 1 hour is moving around. And then a lady comes in like, excuse me, sir, can I help you? What are you looking for? Yeah? I would like to assist you if you're looking for an item. It is around here, I know. We put it here, as if I don't organize the supermarket. We put it around here, I remember the location. But what really bothers me, I don't know which meeting we had as a continent. In the whole of East Africa, I don't know why condoms are at the entrance. I don't know which parliamentary sitting we had where the MPs agreed that all condoms shall be at the entrance. Because I find that very bothering. Do you know, condoms are always put next to very responsible items. They put a condom next to a newspaper, next to a business magazine, you know. So responsible people, my friend, are walking in and they're picking the newspaper, fire ban school in Kampala. So people want to find out what is the government going to do about this fire. These are serious people with their lives. Somebody else is coming to pick Simanya, Bobby Wine has been arrested. They want to find out what is happening in the politics here. Some people want to grow their business. This is business today. How to increase your sales. People are picking. You bring your head to pick a condom. In that mix. That's why you notice everyone who buys condoms, they always try to first distract people. And people picking business magazines, newspapers. Somebody just said, an accident. People turn it. And I got the accident. Mistaken identity. And that's not the end of your horror. The moment you pick the condoms, you have to come to the counter. Now you have to pay. I don't know what demon works when it comes to buying condoms. You know when you're buying sugar, there is no line. You're the only one in sugar. It's a Monday evening. You're the only one. This thing is closing. What is happening? You're the only one. If you're buying condoms, there are 3 lines. And you're the one holding the line. You are the front. And what bothers me, I don't know why. Condoms never make noise. You know that machine, the barcode reader? Every item, you put sugar, it computes in the system. You get chocolate, it computes in the system. You get condoms. And I don't know why the attendant looks at you as if it's your fault. Now you have to advise her, first wrap it on your knee. Now she wraps it on that guy and try it the other way around. Let me try. Side is still not. Madam, use your voice. When people at the back are saying, wait, what are you laying on? The network. To make it worse, I don't know why they are saying that always involve the whole supermarket. in your problem. It's between you, her, and the condom. And somehow she involves everyone's like, sir, I don't know. Then try again. Sir, it's not really. One more try. One more. Before you know, she shouts, Jacqueline, this one's condom is not entering. How is it now? You have to start being like, guys, it's not, I'm important, I do not. I'm a priest, I do not do this thing. Oh, man. But it's great to be here. A round of applause. Thank you so much for having me.